is there really a glitch
Yes.
sa BPI?
Yes, as per Attorney Mans. 2 million lang talaga yung ano niya, amount received.
So, is there a certification from BPI?
Nandun yun actually sa AMLAC report po eh.
It is in the AMLAC report.
So may latter parts.
But
Okay.
it wasn't read.
Yun nga po. Kaya nga sinasabi namin half-truth.
Okay, now we know. Now we know.
Parang
Now we know.
na-fixate sila dun sa 6.7.
Now I see
Oh,
why
yeah.
they feel so aggrieved.
It was about, mainly yung gusto lang po namin ano na talaga yung position ni Attorney Mans regarding dun sa alleged 6B financial transactions niya.
Okay.
So he outright denies it already, and that yung presentation na nangyari dun sa Congress was just a half-truth, considering na hindi po pinresent ng maayos yung report ng AMLAC. Kasi if a regular person will view it, it would appear na may ganong amount sa bank accounts ng Attorney Mans. But that was a transactional amount yung pinresent. And then may error din po actually na hindi rin din-disclose, which amounted to billions of pesos.
See, exciting yung press con kahapon.
Attorney, timeline na. Anong records kasi ang timeline kasi nung binata si Attorney Mans Carpio at saka nung napangasawa niya si
VP Inday.
VP Inday, di ba? So in other words, yung sinumpi na ba ng Congress, yung nung mag-asawa lang sila because Sal-en part yun eh. O pati yung naging binata pa siya.
Kasama po yung binata from 2006.
Bakit?
Hindi ko na po masagot yan. It's up
No,
to
no, no,
Congress
really.
to answer that.
Kasi medyo
Hindi ginastify during the proceedings.
So if we will just follow basic principles of impeachment, supposedly it should be within the term lang of the impeachable officer.
yes.
And then they extended beyond pa the marriage. So doon pa lang po, that's already questionable.
So you're saying technically kung yung term lang ng impeachable officer, nung time lang na Vice President
Yes, 2022
si
onwards.
VP Sara. Before that, public official siya, pero nagsasabit naman ng Sal-en.
Yes.
Well, I used to be one. You used to be a
Yes.
public servant. We do that.
Opo,
Nagsabit
yes.
ng Sal-en. Pero, para kunin yung kinikita ng misis ko before we got married, parang foul yun. Medyo, kumbaga sa basketball,
Hindi
technical
ba
foul
depende
yun.
yun on the conjugal partnership? Kung ano yung regime? Sa in-law kasi, when you get married, you can choose. Diba? Tama yung sa family ko, loko pa. So, you can choose. You can either choose na you have your separate property,
Yes.
pero yung what you gain during the marriage, yun yung joint.
Joint, yes.
Yun yung conjugal. Or, you can have a prenup.
Oh. Uso pa sa Pilipinas yun?
Oo.
Prenup? Meron na ngayon?
Oo, marami na. Magawa tayo niya.
Ayaw ko mag-joke dyan. Pag-uwi ko sa bahay, delikado.
Baka matanong ka, bakit ka nagtatanong sa prenup?
If I may add lang, sir,
Go ahead.
under the rules on evidence, yung pag it is beyond the case, that's actually irrelevant evidence. So
Yes.
that is inadmissible. Because evidence must be relevant and competent. So irrelevant, hindi related sa issue na.
Ako,
Pero ayoko na sana i-discuss yun kasi bahala na sana yung defense talaga dun. But since natanong nyo na yung period.
defense ni VP Sara.
But
kasi
since you
kaya-
asked for the period kasi,
Yeah, I need to. Kasi dapat lang eh. Di ba? Kasi parang nararamdaman ko, parang may mali rito ah. But why did you accept the case of Attorney Mans Carpio? Are you good friends? Are you law partners? Are you classmates?
hindi po, I only had, when I accepted engagement, that was the second time I personally met him. Before,
okay.
tagal na, I think around 2018, 19. Si VP Sara, I had interactions during the 17th Congress when she was organizing HNP. Pero from 2019 onwards, so hindi na ako politiko, wala na. Then ngayon na lang ulit, 2026.
What did you see sa kaso ni Attorney Mans that led you to accept the case?
Well, I'm a practicing lawyer po. So
Okay.
yung chinecheck ko lang naman dyan kung may conflicts of interest ba. Wala naman kaming any conflict.
Okay.
And then, I asked him also yung mga legal plans niya in relation to the issue. Mukhang nag-aalay naman po kami. So, yan, I joined the legal adventure.
Ito napaka-polarized ang politika sa Pilipinas. And everyone is being banted either your left, your right, your center, your middle. Do you agree that lawyers should be branded politically? Like for example, you're now being called a DDS lawyer. Do you agree with that?
Well, dapat hindi po. Kasi pag ganyan, yung legal system kasi is supposed to be kung ano lang yung nasa batas in relation to factual circumstances, dapat ganun lang. However, since yun nga, very polarized yung political climate natin dito, nalalabel tayo. But if you watch my content, Attorney Trixie, I'm very, lang naman, objective, issue-based lang po
Totoo
talaga.
naman.
I don't make political commentaries very very rare yung political commentaries. Most of my content mainly factual circumstances, tas kung ano yung issue, then I apply the law.
You know, at the end of the day, wala naman DDS doctor, di ba? Why a lawyer? I mean, look. I mean, these are professions that supposedly either will protect your individual rights against abuses, and a doctor, for that matter, will save your life.
Yes,
So, para sa akin, mali yung branding na yun eh. Mali yung branding na yun. Yun lang naman. But you said yesterday na misleading nga yung 6.7 billion na
Fake and misleading.
fake and misleading. So, why?
So number one, nagulat din sa Attorney Man, so may ganun daw siya kalaking financial transaction. And yung pinisend kasi sa Committee on Justice, yun nga, they made it appear na parang may ganung pera si
Okay.
Attorney Mans and si VP Sara, but it was actually transactional amounts. So yun yung pag-deposit, pag-withdraw, plus the balance. So based on the unofficial AMLAC records na nakita namin, parang tinotal po nila lahat eh. So
Yes.
pag may pumasok na 1,000, tapos withdraw mo yun, 2,000 bilang doon instead of 1. And then if you redeposited the same amount, another transactional line po yun. So tinotal nila, pero it's the same figure.
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
Kung tama yung pagkaintindi ko dun sa hearing, yung AMLAC Executive Director did not also say kung kailan yung withdrawals.
Yes, parang
So,
naka-total lang siya.
Total. So, kunwari, pwede ka magpasok ng 100 at one point, 100,000, later another 100,000. Wala ring dates. Tapos yung pag-withdraw nun, wala ring dates. Tinotal lang nila lahat ng transactions for, how did they divide it? By year or by total na for 20 years?
May isang part dun na naka-total talaga lahat na
So,
6-something billion.
Yun yung pinanggalingan ng 6 billion.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then yung another thing to note, hindi rin kami sure kung pati yung, let's say, pag may interest gain na 5 pesos, baka sinama yun kasi that's another transactional
It's considered
amount.
a transaction.
You know, interesting enough, ang sabi po ni Attorney Ed Chico rito at saka ni Congressman Irice, in-out. So, for example, nag-in, recorded. Nag-out ka, recorded.
Yes.
Tapos, ininegosyo mo, di ba? At nalugi ka, technically, wala ka ng pera. But the transaction remains.
Is recorded, yes.
Is recorded as an in and out. So, yung po ba yung tanong nyo kanina, does AMLAC, kailangan mo mag-provide yung AMLAC ng analysis how this money went in and out? Or just submit the data para...
No, I think, bakit ang report, transactions, tapos
Yeah.
totals? Diba? Kasi when you
Okay.
present it that way, would you agree on that one? Kasi from an outsider's point of view, without the context of saan ang, yung breakdown,
Yeah.
kasi time is considered an element. So kung kunwari sabihin mo 6 billion, pero ang pinag-uusapan dito 20 years, tapos
Yeah.
total of in and out.
Then you will understand
Then,
sana. Yeah.
iba
I
yung
would
context
appreciate.
nun.
Yes.
Yeah. Totoo.
So, but would you agree that this, what portion of the, are you objecting to the report or are you objecting to the manner in which it was presented?
We are objecting to the report and to the manner it was presented. And yung
Okay,
report actually is unsigned so yung position namin is a mere scrap of paper.
Yeah. Now,
No,
you're
no.
also questioning how it was obtained.
Yes.
Di ba? By the committee.
Via subpoena. More on sa ano po yan, sa defense of VP yan. VP
Sila
Hindi,
VP yun.
hindi kay Attorney Mans
sila.
to.
Hindi. Yung nag-certiorari sila VP yan. Questioning
lang.
the subpoena powers of the House.
Question lang, but if it will involve Attorney Manscarpio, you can also react to it.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So, do you have any question regarding how it was obtained? Legal ba, illegal ba, or questionable?
Currently, hindi pa kami nag-question as to the subpoena aspect, subpoena power aspect. Yung final lang po namin is a violation of the Anti-Money Laundering Act, Bank Secrecy and Data Privacy for the illegal disclosure.
Okay.
Kasi
So, yun
those
ang
were AMLAC records po.
AMLAC
that they
records.
disclosed.
Okay.
So, it's under the AMLC law? Yung
Anti-Money
question
Laundering
mo.
Act. Laundering Act, yes.
Okay,
RA 9160 as amended.
as amended. Insignificant kasi din yun. Ang sinasabi ng ibang mga congressmen is that there's a Supreme Court case, February 2021, that says na pwede naman i-disclose yung mga yon. So, what is your position on this?
Yung amendment po kasi was January 2021.
Yes.
Yung RA 11521. So yung Supreme Court decision, if it was February, most likely the law based on that jurisprudence was the old law as not
Yes,
yet amended. So of course, the amendatory provisions will supersede the decision. Kasi wala pang actual interpretation of the new provisions of the law.
Okay.
What about yung sorry.
No. I'm curious lang kasi in the case of BIR, di ba yung mga ITR,
Yes.
the committee voted not to open it because under the rules is if it's in aid of legislation, pwede. Or in a, what do you call that, private
Executive
session, pwede. But ang impeachment is not in aid of legislation. Therefore, they did not open it. This is one time that, the majority of the members of the Judiciary Committee followed, di ba, the rule. Now, anyway, you were asking a while ago, Ate Trixie. Trixie, sorry, Attorney Trixie, hindi ate. Nasasanay ako eh.
It's a
Kay
running
Manong
joke.
Edwin Lacerda. Yun ang manong namin.
Okay.
Yun ang manong natin.
Seryoso?
Si Edwin.
Okay.
Matanda sa atin yun eh.
There's a 2 billion entry
Yes.
that was mentioned during the testimony of the AMLC executive director. But apparently it was a glitch. Could you explain what happened here?
So dapat 2 million lang yung 2 million yung actual na receive ni Attorney Mans from his client.
Okay.
Pero yung bank deposited 2 billion.
Gusto ko yun ha.
Na yung nalagay po ng
Sa
bank
akin.
2 billion sa records. Of course, they corrected it, linabas, naging another 2 billion. So 4 billion yun.
Oo nga.
From one
In
single.
out,
Yes.
4 billion.
From a single transaction.
4 billion out of yung 6.7 to.
Yes.
Oh. So you're now talking of kung less 4 billion to 2.7 billion na lang yun. By the way,
Over 20 years.
over 20, I asked si Congressman Irisi rito. Ano yung naku-cover na amount na in and out doon sa SALN ni VP Sara or including Attorney Mans regarding that at that point at the time was 6.7 billion. Ano mo sabi ni Congressman Irisi? 68 million.
More or less.
68 million lang.
Okay.
Yung nandun sabi na talaga, Congressman Ungab eh. And I saw Congressman Ungab.
Kong Ungab
Na
broke it
68
down.
million lang. Yung actually, dapat pagtalunan na amount dito when she was VP or even with Attorney Mans. Pero ang amount kasi is 6.7 billion. Now, less 4 billion, 2.7 na lang. Lumiliit. Technically speaking.
Yes.
So, sorry I need to ask. If there was a glitch, probably there was or wala. But is this an overreach on the part of the Judiciary Committee? Na ipresenta ito without clear explanations. Kasi maintindihan ko na they want VP Sara impeached eh. But there are also ongoing talks na they also want to malign her reputation because she is a presidential candidate. So dito pa lang sa House, but you did not answer that, although political. But there was there really a glitch
Yes.
sa BPI?
Yes, as per Attorney Mans. 2 million lang talaga yung amount received.
So, is there a certification from BPI?
Nandun yun actually sa AMLAC report po eh.
It is in the AMLAC report.
Sa may latter parts.
But
Okay.
it wasn't read.
Yun nga po. Kaya nga sinasabi namin half-truth.
Okay, now we know.
Parang
Now we
na-fixate
know.
sila dun sa 6.7.
Now I see
Oh,
why they feel so aggrieved.
And if I may add, Attorney Trixie, see, Attorney Mans was never invited, never sent any notice for
Wala
that hearing.
siyang sabina?
Yes, tapos biglang dinisclose yung personal information niya in the hearing, April 22.
Ito tatagalugin ko lang because I keep on saying it here. It is the job of Congress to impeach, to penalize
Yes.
an impeachable officer. Pero to include maligning her reputation because she's a presidential candidate.
Or in this case, her husband.
Sa tingin ko kasi foul yun. But anyway, may Senate pa kasi.
Yes.
May Senate pa naman kasi. So, whether VP Sara will be convicted or acquitted by the senator judges, that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But
Yun lang naman yun.
doesn't that underscore if Attorney Mans is a completely different person
Yeah.
from VP Inday? He's not an impeachable officer, and there are no allegations that are being made against him or as in a conjugal relationship. Kumbaga, in the conjugal relationship pertinent to the impeachment case.
Yes.
So,
Totoo rin yun, yeah.
di ba? Even if magkaroon ng Senate, if I'm understanding this correctly, as lawyers, you're protecting his rights because he's just gotten involved in this whole thing.
Because he
Anong
married.
kinalaman niya?
Collateral damage.
That's the word.
But there's another controversy kasi regarding the Bank of Philippine Islands bank, no? Regarding a certain in the Julia
BPI,
Vargas branch, where yung account manager ata, if I'm not mistaken, of those deposited by the Duterte family, na-promote during the time of President Duterte
Okay.
as GSIS ata o SSS at saka GOCC. So, kaya parang suspect tuloy yung pag-clear nyo na it's not 2 billion but it's 2 million. Something to that effect. But again, sabi ko nga ho to, these are allegations and insinuations. So ano masasabi nyo tungkol doon?
Ang masasabi ko lang po,
Before,
2 million lang talaga yung na-receive niya according to him.
we can expound on this after when the spokes returns after this short break. The spokes is back, still with Attorney Neil. Our hanging question, your take on the reports that former BPI Julia Vargas branch manager, where the accounts are allegedly maintained, was later appointed by former President Duterte in top government positions.
Okay. So,
Thank you for that reaction. Next question.
I mean, kung qualified naman po siya, di ba? I mean, and we never discussed that naman na po. Hindi na namin pinapag-usapan. There's no legal issue from how I see it at present.
Yeah. But you know, this is a political act, not just a simple legal act. So, maraming allegations, insinuations,
Yes.
and probably, hopefully, they can connect it. Yun lang. So, in other words, this particular person who used to be a manager of BPI and the accounts of VP Sara or Attorney Manscapio for that matter, assuming kasama siya doon, galing sa BPI. Kaya ang tanong nga nila, was this the same person who was taking care of the account and later got promoted by then President Duterte? And how do you feel about it, technically speaking?
Ang masasabi
Or
ko
legally
lang,
speaking?
ang masasabi ko lang dyan, sir, if kung may something illegal, that's their burden. Kung sino man yung nag-allege to establish that. Currently, for us, we see no legal issue at present.
Wala.
So kung may insinuation sila na there's bad faith, malice, then that's their burden to establish. Kung sino man po yan yung nag-insinuate.
Tama ba intindi ko, Attorney Trixie, that it is the job of the prosecution to prove guilt?
Yes.
Diba? At saka-
Because
Innocence is
constitutional
presumed,
right po is to be presumed innocent. Yun yung presumption.
So in other words, they can say all they want as long if they cannot prove it, that's garbage.
Yes.
If they can prove it, that's another story. Yun lang ang gusto sabihin. At least in a regular court. Because this is not a regular court.
It's impeachment.
Diba? It is a political court, technically speaking.
And even Attorney Mansi is not being impeached.
Yes. Di ba?
And if I may add, si Attorney Mansa man po is ready to answer in the proper venue as needed. So, prepared naman po yung legal team niya.
Pakitanong na lang paano may 2 billion siya at yung 2 million pala. Because I would want to experience that also.
Gastusin mo kagad. Tignan
Diba?
natin.
Bakit may 2 billion ka? Huwa!
Diba? Bilyonaryo ka na bigla.
6.7 billion nga daw po.
Oo nga, well, anyway.
Sana humingi
Again,
tayong balato pala. So, Congress claims na yung reason kung bakit na-acquire nila lahat itong mga to was through their oversight powers. Tama ba yun? Teka,
Yung
oversight
subpoena?
ba? Or because in the rules sa impeachment, pwede silang mag-coercive
Subpoena,
orders.
Section 7
So,
po yun,
pwede
na
siya.
internal rules sila.
So, but do you think that this applies to Attorney Mans?
Yung masasabi ko lang po, if we look at the Anti-Money Laundering Act, it's absolute yung confidentiality, Section 8A, shall not disclose in any manner. Then if you read the entire law as amended, there's no any exception provided by Congress. So yun lang po yung ina-enforce talaga namin na right that was given to Attorney Mans by Congress themselves.
You know, I remember very well yung pinatawag na bank manager, Bank of Commerce ata, during the time of impeachment ni ni Justice Corona.
Okay.
Hindi bumigay. Hindi bumigay.
They refused.
He refused to answer. At magaling sumagot. You know, and you know, in the end, Justice Corona was convicted.
Yes.
But acquitted doon sa mga administrative cases niya. Diba?
Sa court then.
So, do you expect the same here na posible magkaroon ng conviction but later on ma-acquit si VP Sara, or do you see na hindi siya makukonvict?
ano po yan, sir? Speculative na yan eh.
Yeah.
Kasi we're just really looking at it on a legal issue basis. Tapos, step by step lang. Mahirap po. I'm assuming the defense of VP Sara will do their best to present her case. So, yun lang po yung ano natin ngayon.
It's a lingering question kasi ito. Are you trying to explain what is your primary objective? Explain yung how the money in and out, or primary defense is the process by which those informations were acquired?
Kami sa side po yun.
Sa side po nyo, Atty. Manso.
Yung primary objective po namin is to fully protect his right to life, liberty, and property.
Okay.
So if we see individuals...
Guaranteed by the Constitution.
Yes. So if we see individuals na committing a criminal act or an illegal act, we will fully exhaust all available legal remedies. Yun po yung main objective namin.
During yesterday's press conference, some of the media questions were towards why we were focusing on process rather than ano. Ang sinasabi nila is kasi nakita nila yung amounts, and therefore, as far as from what I understand from your press conference, is that this was the release of this information. A lot of it without context, and then meron pa kasama pa yung glitch. That was also unexplained. So how did you answer this? Hindi ko narinig yung part na yan. How did you answer the concerns of the media with regard to why you're allegedly using the process when there were numbers that were already being bandied around?
Why we were using the process? Kasi yun po yung legal na process.
As lawyers, kasi it's easy for us to see that part. But for the media, it's not that easy.
In lawyering po kasi there's always yung technical aspect, the rules of procedure, and the substantive aspect.
Yes.
So currently, since ang dami naming nakikitang procedural lapses, we're attacking that side muna. Kasi pag pag ma-atake mo po yun, ma-establish mo that there was grave abuse, mawala yung case.
Okay.
Pero if ever they will be able to fully defend as to the technical aspect, prepared din naman po kami to address the substantive aspect. Again, ano po yan? Step-by-step legal strategy.
So, you started first with that because those were the evident flaws.
Yes. Like in basic cases po, di ba, pag file nung complaint, file answer, doon mo na ilalagay lahat affirmative defenses.
Yes.
Tapos posible na ma-dismiss yung case from the affirmative defenses, even before you get to trial pa, where kung saan doon na nako-confront evidence, the substantive issues are addressed.
Hindi naman po lahat ng tao abogado, at yung proseso minsan naniintindihan. And it's now very public with the advent of TV at saka social media. Kaya there is this lingering question. I-explain nyo na lang kung paano nakuha yung perang yan. Kasi yung proseso, kasi wala naman kayo tinatago, di ilabas nyo lang. I mean, yun lang kasi yung...
Yes. Understandable.
Yun lang naman yung yun lang naman yung
for the layman,
nagpo-push sa mga lay person regarding this particular issue.